Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go! Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
2nd and 9 now. Able to find Gray here. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Browns send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. That's taken on the 25. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here is 3rd down and 4. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Look at this Browns defense. This unit, they struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for it in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with career touchdown number 75. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And some room to work. And now look at this. Big gain, the fumble. And the Bengals grab it. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape for 1st and goal.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. Hill shedding the tackle. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
Here we go.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Three.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. These two teams all tied after 1.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw.
And this pass caught by Gray.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave it with a 3rd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
The Browns at 500, sitting at 5-5. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got him in. Complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 14.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Daniels. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
Play of 54 yards. And the Bengal first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6.
They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
So fourth down on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit.
A 33-yarder from the left hash.
McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they work this well outfield across the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
He's on his way. Jonathan Taylor.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have retaken a third quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Browns 20. Kevin McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Touchdown! George Kittle, 30 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
A give for Taylor running right side.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jonathan Taylor
with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Daniels has it over the middle. Still going inside the 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
144 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Looking deep here for Chase.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw here.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage would be found.
2nd and 11. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gray. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. "35 yards that time on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Flushed out right. Connects with Kittle underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd down and 6. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
9 yards. 1st down, Bengals.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And way past the 35 before he's taken down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you...
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase. 68 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. McPherson on for the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Ready, ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
6-yard pickup brings up
2nd and 4.
at the 21-yard line.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On 3rd down, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On the set. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Take off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the...
There he goes, right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Warriors 70. Hot go.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Daniels. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Dragon 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards.
Inaudible here to get a new look. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bengals extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confidence.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor. 164 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll be taken down here.